What's going on, everyone? My name is Brosho. Welcome back to a brand new video, and I am so excited for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. The potential is basically unlimited. I'm so excited to learn about what could be revealed within the past 100 years of Breath of the Wild. There's so much story potential, and I'm so excited. So that is what we're going to talk about today. What secrets could be revealed in Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity? So if you could start off by giving the video a like, I would deeply appreciate it. So let's get right into it. Number 1, what I want to learn in Breath of the Wild, a secret that could be revealed, is who is Cas's mentor. Cas's mentor is a character constantly mentioned by Cas during the events of Breath of the Wild. From what we know, Cas's mentor is a Sheikah, and we know he was in love with Zelda, and we know that he died several years before the events of Breath of the Wild. So I think it would be interesting if in Age of Calamity we would see a younger version of Cas and his mentor, and if it would go into depth and explain who Cas's mentor is and everything, and perhaps show when Cas's mentor is making the incomplete versions of each song for the champion, as we saw in the Champion's Ballad DLC that Cas eventually finished. Okay, number 2, a secret that I hope we learn about is Link's father. Someone that I hope will be revealed in Age of Calamity is Link's father. He's only mentioned in one line of the game by Zelda in a memory. But from what we know, he's a soldier in the Royal Army and is probably high ranking since Zelda knows who he is. Hopefully in this game it'll go into more detail about Link's family and perhaps what kind of upbringing he came from and how he was raised, or how he came to become a soldier. Maybe his father taught him and trained him to eventually be who he is today. Perhaps we can get more story on him, and hopefully he's a playable character in Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. These next 3 are ones that I really want to be revealed in Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I think they have a good chance of being revealed, but here we go. Number 3, the third secret I want to be revealed is the identity of the Fortune Teller. The Fortune Teller is a character mentioned in Breath of the Wild, in King Rome, and Zelda's diaries. The Fortune Teller is a person that foretold the Great Calamity would occur and that Calamity Ganon would return. But beyond that, he isn't mentioned again in any more detail. In my mind, the Fortune Teller, knowing the future, told the king about the calamity, knowing that it would come, knowing despite all their efforts that all roads lead to Calamity Ganon. In this way, I believe Calamity Ganon was similar to Aghanim from A Link to the Past. Aghanim, in honor of his achievements, was made the king's royal advisor. Having gained trust of the king of Hyrule, Aghanim betrayed him, took control over the royal guards, similar to how Calamity Ganon took control over all the guardians, and Aghanim planned to sacrifice them and send them to the Dark World in order to break the seal. It would be interesting if the Fortune Teller was kind of like Aghanim, and he knew Ganon would return and corrupt all the guardians and the divine beast, so he told the king to unearth everything, and that by unearthing all the guardians and all the Sheikah shrines, that it was all for that purpose of reviving Calamity Ganon. The Fortune Teller could also be a Yiga clan member, or Master Koga when he was younger, that masqueraded as a normal Sheikah member and warned the king about Ganon's return. It would be cool if Master Koga, because we honestly don't know really much about him, but if Master Koga was perhaps the Fortune Teller, but really a Yiga member in disguise. And hopefully Master Koga is a playable character, perhaps a younger version of him, in Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, and hopefully we get more story and details about him. But that's one that I really want to know, because that would make the story of Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity way better. On to my number 2. Okay, number 2. A secret that I think has a very good chance of coming, a secret that has a very good chance of being revealed in this game, is the origin of the Blood Moon. One of the main questions people have about the Blood Moon is if it occurred before or after Calamity Ganon returned. One possibility is that if it occurred before the Great Calamity, it occurred in intervals, and as the Great Calamity came closer, blood moons and monster attacks increased. Another possibility is that after the Great Calamity, blood moons occurred frequently to show Calamity Ganon's reign over the world. We see in the Age of Calamity trailer that at the end of the trailer, the blood moon can be seen the night that Calamity Ganon returns. The game may also explain how Malice and the blood moon are connected. I hope it goes into even more detail about this and why, the blood moon revives all fallen enemies, and I wonder if the blood moon will have any effect in the gameplay of Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Hopefully it does. That would add a good twist on things. So that's number 2. This one, I don't know how much they're going to touch on, but my number 1 is Zelda's mother and her death. This one, this secret will be revealed or at least touched on a little bit in this game. In Breath of the Wild, Zelda's mother is a significant character mentioned that was supposed to help Zelda unlock her sealing powers, but died a year before Zelda was to begin her training. There's no indication that there was foul play involved in her death, but what we do know is that it was sudden and unexpected. In his private journal, King Rome states, "My queen has left this world. Her death was so sudden and unexpected. I awaken most nights unsure if she's really gone." Zelda never cried, never faltered, not even during the royal funeral or even later when she and I were alone with our grief. Her strength is a result of us repeatedly informing her of her duty to be a valiant and steady princess. For a child of merely 6 years of age, her conduct was truly that of a born leader. Her strength gives me hope. From now on, I must raise her all alone. Now, only I remain to prepare her for the difficult future as the Princess of Hyrule. We know that the Queen of Hyrule died 10 years before the events of what would be this game, so I don't know how much they're going to go into it, but I think that they're going to at least touch on it a little bit and give some more context on what happened to the Queen of Hyrule. And I think they'll touch on more of her relationship with Zelda when she was younger. I think Zelda's mother is a much more significant character than at first it may seem. Plus there's always the fact that she may be the fortune teller. In this game they may dive into more of her abilities and her sealing abilities that were passed on from Zelda's grandmother to Zelda's mother and eventually to Zelda. Only time will tell. So those are 5 secrets I think that will be revealed in Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys leave a like and a comment. Tell me what you think will be revealed, because honestly, reading your comments, it gets me more hyped for this game. We've got 11 days until we get more news and more updates about Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I hope you leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. I've been Bro Show, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.